Alright guys, I'm back with a new video for you guys today. So basically this video is about Candace Owens with a few women that doesn't want to serve the man. Oh, so basically like it could be like from past experience, the fears, the concerns, we got the past relationship, stuff like that. We can blame them. Right? And first, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do not forget to subscribe, to like the content, and also go to the comment section. Let me guys know what you think. All right. So with all you here to educate each other. If I mean you can educate me, I can educate you. You guys can each of us can learn from each other, right? So let me know what you think about my videos. What I said also, I might be wrong at some of the stuff that I said. All right. Let me guys know, and also do not forget to subscribe to the channel, be a part of this community, right? A community of peace, of challenge, and also of knowledge. All right. With no, when I'm not gonna waste none of your time again. Let's just drop into this video and okay, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I think throughout this video. All right. Let's dive in. Let's dive in.
You gonna have if you put your all into a man will leave you with shit and bricks. Can I say shit? I'm sorry.
No, you good.
A man will leave you with nothing but shit in a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have your own everything. So why would I put a man first?
Sorry, when you say
sorry,
I'm so not cool. Shit, when you say shit and a bag,
yeah,
because you just slow that down for me. I promise you, I am so not hip.
When I mean shit in the bag, I mean like your stuff in the bag and you on your way. And he already got the next girl in the house. Like I don't play those type of games.
Okay, so you guys are specifically talking about, so you're assuming people just don't get married, because obviously the court systems favor women. Actually, women will get everything if a guy gets up and leaves.
Saying, okay,
so I heard somebody else say like, oh, like the house and blah, blah, and then you'll have nothing. I'm like, actually, in the current environment of what happens to men in courtrooms, you'd have pretty much everything.
But the man gotta want to marry you. These men ain't getting
So
married.
that's it. You're talking about, so you're basically saying, like, you could potentially be with a person that doesn't want to marry you, but you should just never be with a person that doesn't want to marry you, was what I would say. Like, if you're talking to a guy and he never wants to marry you, then that's a really...
That's why I ended my last relationship. I felt like we were together for too long, and I asked him, like, hey, do you foresee us getting married? Do you see us continuing on? And he was like, no. Straight up. No, but it's okay. I'd rather he was be honest.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
At least he told you.
Like, no, for real. Not even saying no her body. And I was just
My
like,
nigga
okay,
said,
baby.
Baby, I love you.
That's
there's
fine.
two parts
more
of
years.
it.
So
There's
you
two
guys are
parts of
painting a
it, though.
picture of not needing a man, but actually it's a circumstance where it's a specific kind of relationship
No.
where the guy doesn't want to marry the woman. Because, I mean, if a guy said, yes, I do want to marry you, then you wouldn't have this perspective of,
No,
like,
not true.
I'm not putting a man first, right?
I would never put a man first because even though this is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is
But
my
if you were
life.
married,
If I was married, I still wouldn't put my husband first.
Damn!
It's my
Wait
life.
a minute, hold on.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Okay, so this is how I feel. I feel like you should take care of
How
yourself.
many girls agree with her? Just out of curiosity.
I
How many
halfway agree with her.
Okay.
Halfway.
Anybody else agree?
okay, because I just feel like that could be why he doesn't want to get married, right? If you're saying, like, even if we get married, I'm putting myself first and I'm not putting you first. If I was a dude and I heard that, like, I would definitely say, okay, then
But
I'm
it's
not
also
going to marry
about
you.
coming together. You know what I'm saying? It's also about a union. And I'm saying what I'm saying is there's a lot of people. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people nowadays that doesn't understand what a union is.
Well, if you,
And-
but I would argue potentially that you're that person, because you just said if we got married, I would still put me first. That's
would he
not
put
a
me
union.
first though? Would a man put his wife first?
Yes.
Yes.
So you should always put,
Yes.
what I'm saying is I
Yes.
feel like you should always put yourself first, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a guy, you shouldn't put a guy over yourself. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I would offer that in a very productive marriage, there is no I versus, it's just we. Like, I am in a partnership, a team, me and my husband. The concept of putting me first, even saying that just sounds so crazy to me in a marriage. Like, I've never thought it once. It's just, it's us, it's the kids, it's our family. Like, I becomes we. And so I would just say, like, maybe when you put that out there to a guy, like then they say, okay, maybe this isn't marriage material, because she's telling me that even if I give her everything and I have the potential, then the risk of losing everything, that she still would not make any sacrifices in her life. And
I can agree with what you're saying. I can agree with your statements. But what I'm
And this is honestly, this is what I think about. This is what I think as well. Because if you're married, you become one, right? You become one. There's no lie about that. There's no back and forth. Your marriage, a marriage, it's you guys link together. You gotta merge together. If the man or the woman see it, keeps taking about I mean, sometimes you're gonna like that's gonna create confusion with the person. Also, the person gonna be like, all right, maybe that's not my place here. And then if the person is also like a family oriented or as I said, like marriage oriented, that person won't. There's a huge probability for the person not married to not getting married to you with you, like they're getting into like a serious relationship with you, because that person is probably scared of you. He's gonna put his stuff in line, put his like his money, his family, his legacy. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I haven't came across a traditional man like that as of now. So I'm gonna focus on myself.
No,
and
that's
my
fine.
career,
I just
you know
wanted
what
to.
I'm
I just
saying?
wanted to highlight that it's a specific kind of man that you're talking about. If a
Yes.
guy doesn't want to get married, but also fair. If you're saying the same thing, you're attracting that specific kind of a person. Do you know what I mean? If you're like, I'm all about me, then he's like, okay, cool. I'm all about me too.
Can I backpack
You know?
off that?
Yeah, go
Like I
ahead.
told my husband like day one, I want to
Just
get married.
because I've been
You
engaged.
know
For
what I mean?
sure.
I was like, no games. It's a we. When are we getting married? When are we having kids?
Right,
We,
yeah.
we, 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 we.
I can agree with that, but then some people have different goals from other. My number one goal is to be a star, not to be married.
Okay. Fair.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying if that might be why you're not getting married.
Yeah, I don't care to get
Yeah,
married. to be
yeah.
honest
It's just
with
it's
you.
feeding each other.
I
Like,
really don't
Wait.
care
yeah,
to get married.
which is fine.
I have
Which is
Stop
fine.
the
I
cap.
just-
A question real quick. Who's your role model in the rap game?
Onika Tanya Mirage.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj. Got it.
Oh, is that her and her
Her
real?
role model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onika, yeah.
Fantastic.
Tanya Mirage.
How many girls actually want to get married on the panel, real quick? Oh, everybody.
too
Oh,
late.
everybody? Okay.
I'm
All
already
right, just out of curiosity.
Okay.
All right. So for you, you said that you're putting career first. Question for you: do you think, after putting your career first, being a dancer, being involved in the work that you're in, that you're gonna find your dream man at the end of the line?
Yes. Because my career doesn't define me. Because my career doesn't define me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a completely different woman. I can separate my business and what I do from my actual
Fresh, why you
personal life.
laughing, bro?
Right. I was just about to ask that. What's
Something's in
funny?
my throat. Sorry. My bad.
What's funny?
Bless
Uh-huh.
you, Fresh.
Sorry, continue on.
Okay, so
Sorry, continue.
basically, like how she was saying, like when I do get into a relationship or an engagement, like even with my ex-fiance, I told him, I tell everybody what I do up front. Like, look, I do this, that, and the third. Do you want to be a part of it or do you not? You know what I'm saying? You can have the password to my phone, anything to make you feel comfortable. And with my engagement, he was like, well, I don't want you to work. I don't want you to do anything. He had money. He took very good care of me.
Damn.
He didn't
You
want me to
stole it, bro?
work. I did because it's an emotional thing. I don't care about money. You know what I'm saying? Money is not a focal point for me.
Okay.
I'd rather be taken care of emotionally, you know, and feel safe. That's my biggest thing. I want to feel safe. If I make you feel safe, make me feel safe.
Okay.
Because money can be made, spent every day, whatever.
Do you think your job at all might be impacting how they value you?
Yes and no. I say yes because the second you hear, oh, I'm a sexologist, I'm a dancer, I'm a whatever, I decide to tell you I'm on lifestyles. What do you think? You think escort or you think she's just another stripper girl type situation? No. Yeah, I mean,
Chris.
it's honest. It's honest. It's
All right,
honest.
this nigga. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
That's automatically what you think. You know, especially when you see certain girls that are in the lifestyle, being dancers, being escorts, being whatever. That's how they present, and they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I have morals. I have values. My career does not define me. I'm a completely different woman from what I am, from what I work. Me making money has nothing to do with the woman that I am.
Don't you think that what you're willing to do for work does define your value, though? Like you should say, like, these are not my values. I just do this for work. Like, you know, I
Absolutely.
prostitute, but these are not my values. I
I'm
just do
not-
this for work.
Yeah.
No, I'm just giving an
Oh,
example
I was
here,
like,
right?
what?
Like,
Okay.
I'm not sure that we can separate that, right?
I can.
Like,
I can.
well, you can, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that I think for men,
Mhm.
and I don't want to speak for men, but
No.
like
Oh, no,
you're
don't worry.
telling them what
I
you're,
know.
you're telling them what your values are
Yes.
when you say I do this and I do that and I do
Yeah.
this, right?
Mhm.
Like if I'm like they don't think that you're just performing per se.
I make them because I make them comfortable. Like I will tell you everything up front. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hide anything. I'm literally gonna show you everything up front. If you have any insecurities about what I do, if you have any questions, I'm like, look, babe, this is literally what I do. That's it. That's it. That's all.
So that would just so we can run your argument to a totally separate career path. Like if that would be like me saying I sell crack to children, right? But I tell you that I sell crack to children, so my
True.
values are in
I see
check
what you're
because
saying.
I told you that I sell crack to children.
Okay, so let me also add, if I do get into a relationship, me telling you up front what I do, if you're not comfortable with that, I will not do it. If
No, fine. I'm not saying that, like,
you
yeah.
enough where I'm like, okay, he's worth it. But I also know what type of man that I can give up my part of my income for.
But I'm just saying, how can you separate your values from what you do? Like even that example I just gave you.
It's easy. I can't really explain it. It's just easy. I just don't get lost in that world of being a dancer, being trapped in the erotic world. I don't get lost in it. Like I'm very like headstrong. So it's like it's literally business. It's kind of like an actor. I can go on Seinfeld and be or Friends or whatever and be an actor, but it's completely different at home. You know. So it's acting for me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But and that's
okay.
it. Like, yeah.
So-
And then at home,
so-
I cook, I clean, I
So
will do all the things of wifely duties, or and I'm happy. They're happy.
So you're basically just in your mind, you're like, I'm just two different people.
I am. I definitely am. Sabella and Etienne are two completely different people.
keep it a bean
What?
in the club,
Huh? In the club? I'm Sabella in the club.
right?
At home,
And
I'm
what are
Etienne.
Sabella's values?
Does Sabella
She said she can separate being a prostitute and being a wife. That doesn't have any effect on her values. So she can have sex with many women during the night and come back to his husband as a wife. That doesn't have any effect on his wife, on his marriage, on his life, on his values. Man, I think those women are bugging these days. I don't understand that. There's no way you can separate that. You're a prostitute, that's all. If you're stealing stuff, you cannot separate your life from being like you're doing robbery. Like you're cutting jail. You're getting years inside for sure. There's not gonna say, okay, I know I'm working, I have my 9 to 5 job, but sometimes so this is not me that was stealing. This is Jason. My name is Jake. Jason was stealing, but I'm not. I'm Jake. You guys can arrest me. So make sure that when you guys caught Jason stealing, then you can arrest him.
smash in the club?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Never did.
Not the
No.
cow.
Not but
Never.
one time.
Shut up.
Back room? Nothing?
Never. No. Never. Ever.
All right, Sabella.
Never.
We're going to find out whole facts.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Make a phone call
Go
in the
ahead.
office?
Go ahead.
You one of them? All right,
Go
nigga.
ahead. Oh, y'all took my phone. I will call the office. No, I've never done anything like that ever.
Okay.
No, and that's cool. I mean, you already said that you're putting your career first, which is fine. I'm just wondering, like, if you're okay with the quality of man that's going to be left for you at the end of the road when you're done with your career and you're done prioritizing that.
I have dealt with both shitty men and quality men. So it's like I've experienced both. And because of who I am, they understand that, okay, this is her career. This is what she chooses to do to make money. But she's a completely different person with me. It's not airs. It's not fronts. It's not, I'm trying to get.
Where are they? Where are they? This is the question all of us are asking right now. Where all those quality men that you're talking about, that that understood your life. If they understood, at least one of them should be there. The one that proposed as well. But why do you even take that win back and left? Yeah, that's a right question. Nobody here to ask her that, please. Please.
Get your money. It's not
Can
nothing.
you remind me how old you are? 27, did you say?
I'm 29.
29.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
God
And you,
damn.
how old were you?
Shut up.
26.
26. And you said man first?
Yeah, if I have a man, yes.
Yeah, if you can find one, you would put marriage
Well, it's not
first.
fine, but I mean, I guess. But yeah, I would. Like, I would put that first. Yeah.
What would be a better word than fine?
I don't know. I just makes me seem like I'm out here in the streets. Just
I
like-
was. I don't think there's any
I guess
shame in
I
like
kinda
wanting
am.
to find a guy, man, like
Should
wanting
be
to
out
find
here
a
in the
relationship.
streets.
Like I don't. Yeah, I feel like people.
You should
Yeah.
be looking
For you two, do you guys think that you need to actively find a man, or are you just going to find you? Just out of curiosity.
For me, you can find me. I'm fine
They gotta
with my
find you?
dog.
Okay,
I'm fine
same
I
with
mean,
with
my
I would like a guy to like put in the initial effort. Yeah, but I would. But yeah, I don't think I've ever just like gone after, like be the, what's it called?
You've never
aggressive.
actively seek
The
the man.
go-getter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Interesting.
have options, though, right? You have options like going out, dating stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just choose a
Yeah.
good one.
Well, yeah. So I was kind of dating somebody, and then I just found out he like lied about his age.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Red flag.
Damn.
How old? Like it's too young?
No, he told me he was 36, and I just found out he's like 50.
Shit.
He's just like really good at like dying.
36 to 50? Man. Man.
His beard all the time. And
Does he do tattoos?
Where did you grow up?
in Dallas.
Okay.
Or well, actually, I
And
moved
when
around
did you
a lot.
get into the business?
Well, since I got kicked out of school, so like if you're at, like I don't have a no, I didn't have a dad, but I went to college. I like had a 4.0 and a full ride scholarship, and I was doing really well, but got kicked out for a joke I made, and then I that led me into the sex industry, and it's just for me as a means to an end. It's the only thing I knew what I could do to make some money. So
And how does that impact, like, I guess, your relationship with your mom? Does she know you're on OnlyFans or no? Well, she does now. Hey, Mom.
they're very like country, like they're not gonna like know what this is. I hope.
If they speak English, they might put it together.
My little brothers watch the show though, so I
They
don't
do.
know, yeah.
Okay. So, would you think your mom would be?
No, she wouldn't like it, but
She would understand.
I think she just wants me as long as I'm in her life and like
Was
we
she
have a
like your
relationship.
friend growing up?
you know, she was in and out. I have like mommy issues and daddy issues. So,
Mhm.
Holy.
but but like now, yeah, I see her more of as a friend. But she's still like she's very like religious and very like that. So I don't talk to her about everything. I don't
Mhm.
know. So, but I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't be happy about it, and she wants me to like find something better. But just do what I can.
And you feel like you have to do it for financial reasons?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Or did you just want fast money? Because I feel like you could get a
No.
job if you were like, I want to be a bartender. Like, I mean, you're young, you're attractive, you're like, you don't have to do OnlyFans, right? Like, I mean, 'cause
I mean, I don't know what
I was
else-
broke, crazy
Yeah.
broke, and I never sold my body. Like,
Mhm.
so I feel like now people keep saying they have to, but
I
like,
mean,
it's just like, I want fast money and I want to be
yeah.
able to pay rent, sort of a thing.
I want to be able to pay rent,
Mhm.
but what else would I do that's gonna make me the same amount? And I don't
It's
make
not going to make you the same amount.
I don't make a lot of money. Because I don't like do the absolute most. So I make a regular amount and I make enough to get by. And I don't know I watched my mom struggle growing up, and I saw her do all the normal jobs, and she didn't sell her body and all that, and she like struggled a lot. So I really just kind of was like, will do it almost anything. Those OnlyFans, I don't know. And to not end up like that and like literally being homeless and dumpster diving and all that, like I would rather do OnlyFans than that.
Okay.
So like I think I just have that like that fear, like, and I watch my mom do all the regular jobs, and yeah, so.
Candace.
They basically scared of working. They're scared of hustling. They don't want to wait. They're impatient. They want the fast money. And for that, they decide to sell the soul. It's basically it. So you're doing stuff that you don't even want to. You be probably ashamed of it. And you see this question when she said, okay, you know what? I don't know what job I can make that can make me the same amount of money. You got it all. You just got the part here. You just don't wanna like struggle to make the money. And everything that's great, it takes patience. It takes dedication. It also take your soul. Yeah, it takes your soul for real. When I say soul, I mean it takes a lot of energy. It drains you until you cut the secret in what you're doing. And it's probably have a lot of skills and other stuff, but the fact that most of our women become lazy, don't want to work that much, they would have set the body easily what God gave them to their own benefit, I would say.
This. In your opinion, why do you think women resort to OnlyFans when they have other options?
Well, so the first thing I would say is that I do see this trend. That's why I always ask about whether you grew up with a dad, because usually the answer is no. And I think that definitely matters. And they do have other options. I think the problem is that especially when you're young, you just want fast money. And I don't think they realize that they're making, like, it's like, yeah, this is money up front, but is going to cost you when you get older. Like this is like, it's like doing a deal with the devil, right? Where it's like up front, everything's gonna look great, and then you're gonna, trip over near 30, and you're gonna realize the men, the options, and also, by the way, when you're on OnlyFans and selling your body, like your body's only gonna go in one direction. Like you are a stock that is just declining with age, right? So there's going to be the next 18-year-old that wants to put her boobies on the internet, and you're just not going to be able to bring in the money that you could. So, it's the youth, they say youth is wasted on the young, and I think that that's very true. I think there's a new environment where also the materialism that's on Instagram makes them want more before they have to work for it. They're just like seeing Kardashians and Jenners out there like spending with their thing, and they're like, I just want money, and that is, they're being raised online, and they don't have an example that shows them that like that's just a mirage, and it's going to come at just a severe cost. So it actually breaks my heart when I see young women doing that, because I know what's going to be on the other side of that, and
It's quite
Can I
sad.
add something to that?
Sure.
I feel like, especially with social media, like a lot of girls base their worth off of like how fast they can get money with doing the least amount of work, and I mean labor work. That's like, you see it on TikTok all the time. It's like, oh, like I'm a Pilates princess, or I go to Starbucks every day, and it's like, oh, but I don't lift a finger, and it's like, all these girls are now it leaves all these other girls to be like, oh, like what do I have to do to make that kind of money without doing a lot of work, because that would mean like, oh, I'm not worth like a lot, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's why OnlyFans is so popular.
Instagram is like reprogramming everybody's brains.
Yeah, a great man once said, fast money comes with
Slow problems. Yeah, I mean,
Who
I
said
think.
that? That's actually, there you
Yeah,
go.
I've said that. This is one of my quotes, but
If I rip
will
it and say that I made it, like it was.
Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Alright, so this is basically what they are seeking. My advice for a woman out there here: believe in yourself, alright? Believe in yourself. You do have skills, you do have potential. Do not sell your body, do not sell your soul for stuff that you don't even want to like, want to do. Stuff that you don't like to do. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, most of those women, they're dealing with depression. With us, someday they have to drug themselves to do stuff that they don't want to. As we can see, most of those people that doing like porn video, porn scene, most of them they get overdose on drugs, and some of them again now explain to us the real life doing this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can't lie to ourselves that they do dealing with some issue. They are dealing with some issue, Us, we can pray for them. We can always pray for them. They are looking for the truth. The fact that they are here, each word that they're gonna share here from other women, not all of them are lost. Some of them are accepting this, the other one doesn't accept this, but they all gonna come together. They all sharing words. They might go back to their house, they might think about it, but we all pray, we help them get through it. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you guys are new here today, remember to subscribe, like this content, and also let me know what you guys think about it, right? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, stay prayed, stay awake, and also remember that God loves you. God loves you all. Whoever you are, whatever you're doing, there's always time for you to repent, time for you to change your life, time for you to do what's best for your soul. All right, stay blessed. We're gonna see the next video. All right, check.